you are an active duty Marine who is not exactly just all the time in the world, right? You're a busy human being, and I know what some of y'all's aviation schedules can look like. So, everyone always says swinging with the wing until you get with the wing, and you're like, it's not nearly as much swinging as you'd like to think.
Yeah, man.
So how are you managing this?
Yeah, so it's like I cued in a little bit earlier. It's about automation and doing as much as you can, and I'm a Southern man, so let's tell a story. All right, let's talk you through. Let's say that you're out in Missouri. You're like, man, I really missed Eastern North Carolina. I want to go back, and I'm gonna take the wife and the kids. We're gonna go have a good time. And so you get on Airbnb, and you're like, you know what? I want to. I'm gonna go to Airbnb or VRBO or whatever, and you're like, I want to go to the Emerald Isle, and you search us, and you see you find 5 properties that are what you want in a property. Okay, and let's say that I'm one of those, and let's say you're like, man, you got a question or something, so you email me a question. I don't know what it is. Let's say it's something like, hey, do you allow pets? So maybe I want to bring my dog, right? And I mean, by email you back, like, hey, man, I appreciate your interest, blah blah blah. Sorry, we don't allow pets in our properties because of this, right? And a couple weeks later, you hadn't booked yet. A couple weeks later, you see that, hey, 2 of these properties are booked of the 5 that you saw, and there's 3 remaining, mine plus 2 others, and those 2 others are priced the same, but my price went up, right? Well, the market's changed, obviously, so but the price went up. You're like, oh man, he's kind of out of my price range now, so I'll wait a little bit longer. You procrastinate till 3 weeks prior to your time to leave, right? And your wife's bugging, you're like, all right, I'll get it. So you get on there, and lo and behold, you still see mine. It's the only one left, but my price has now dropped back down into your range. Like, sweet. So you book it. Okay. As soon as you book it, I'll get a notification. I'm gonna alert my cleaning crew, like, hey, listen, David's coming this day to this day. You guys need to clean it here and here. All right. And then I'm gonna send you an email. I'm gonna introduce you to my wife and me, and talk about our business, and talk about some of the stuff that's great about Emerald Isle, and all the things you can do. 2 weeks out, I'll send you this like welcome packet that's got everything you need to know about the property, what to bring, what to pack, where to eat, where to get the spa treatments, where to get a beer, all this kind of stuff. Everything you need to know. 3 days out, I'm gonna send you an email that says, hey, we don't do keys here. We do all electric locks, and this is your code. All right, it's only going to work from this day to this day, and I've already programmed all the locks on the property. It's ready for you. All right, and then the big day comes. Right, you go there, you get the property, you get there, and what's the first thing you and your family are going to do?
I mean, you obviously use the electronic key codes, but I don't know.
Come on, man! I look at your Instagram feed every day. I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to log onto the picture. You're going to log on the Wi-Fi, and you're going to post a selfie.
Right? Okay. Yeah, that works.
that's what you're gonna do. Right?
You got me.
And it's not going to be just you. It's going to be your wife, and it'll be the grandma and the aunt and everybody else that you brought down with you. They're all going to log on the Wi-Fi. When they log on the Wi-Fi, they're going to get this Target or Starbucks like splash page that introduces our brand, and they're going to put all their information in. They're going to enter, and then I'm going to allow them to get on the Wi-Fi. All right, and then we'll send them an email to give them the welcome packet, because I know daggone well that you forgot to send everybody else the welcome packet, so they're going into it blind, right? Yeah, right. And then so you're gonna have a great time there. Hopefully you won't have any issues. And then the night before you check out, I'll send you a quick little reminder, like, hey, David, this is what you need to do for tomorrow for checkout. Make sure you're out by 10 a.m. so we can get the cleaning crew in, that kind of stuff, right? And then, obviously you'll leave. About 3 days later, I'm gonna write a nice review on Airbnb, because that's who you book with. And I said, hey, David was the greatest guest ever. He lived us so clean. Thank you so much for visiting us at Crystal Shoals Vacation Rentals. Please come back again or something, right? And then after that, the marketing email is going to start, right? And so if you think about what we just talked about, right, that's the story from the first engagement with me all the way through the marketing engagements afterwards, right? That's a lot of work on my part, right? Lots of energy, lots of time, lots of coming home after a long flight and doing all this kind of stuff. Now, what if I would told you that everything I just mentioned, I didn't do? Like, I had the only time I spent on your booking was a couple seconds. I looked down and got an email letting me know that you booked. right? Everything else in that whole chain of events was automated. Now, I put a lot of effort into the front side of that, but now it can repeat and repeat and repeat. So we're talking about, that was one guest in the summer, right? I'm gonna have 43, at least 43 individual groups coming through just for this summer over 3 properties. I don't have the time to do what we just talked about
No.
every single guest, right?
Yeah. Or to
But I have
remember to do it
systems.
on time.
Exactly, right? But I have systems in place to do that for me, and that's really the key. Um, is to have these systems in place, and you can't do it all yourself. And so, I have uh, I I pay. In some cases, I pay for systems that allow me to do that.
Yeah.